Yo, what up, it's your boy, Daft. I mean, wait, no, not Daft. Boisterous. Yeah, Boisterous. So what's up? This is story time. Taking the SAT. Yeah, let's get into it. Whatever. Um, yeah. So the other day, what on Wednesday? I took the SAT at school and everything, and like, first of all, the thing was, I didn't even know that the SAT was gonna happen until a freaking Sunday before that. Only like a couple of days, so I didn't even have enough time to get prepared. I was just like, oh shoot, when, like, what, how, what, and then and then I freaking I was gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, tomorrow on Monday I'm just gonna go to my counselor and be like, oh, when, like, when do I take this, like, I mean, like, what do I need and stuff, all this crap, and like, why didn't I know about this, all this other stuff. And so yeah, I got to school on Monday and all that stuff, but then I actually never talked to him, and then I never actually found out on that day, and I'm like, oh shoot, at the end of the day I'm just like, oh man, why didn't I remember to do that. And then the freaking the next day I did actually, like, go to the counselor's, shut up, I went to the counselor's office, and then I was like, hey, so where do I how do I find out about the SAT, blah, 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 and they cut me off, and they were like, oh, you have to go talk to this guy called, like, what, like, this one guy at my school who, like, works, he's like some kind of, like, secondary counselor kind of guy. And so I go to where his office is at, and like I go inside of the room. They're like, hey, are you looking for insert secondary counselor name here? And then I'm just like, oh yeah. And she's like, you just literally walked right past him. I'm like, oh. And then I went to him. I got like this ticket thing for like a denture, or the test thing. And he's like, oh yeah, everyone is getting one in the mail, but I'll just give you yours, this other one. And then I got home, and then I got another one, and then I'm like, what? Now I have two. So the next day, I go to freaking school at 8 o'clock, go to take the SAT finally, and then yeah, so I just go up with my two tickets, because he said that you need like a ticket to like actually get in and take the test. So I come up, I'm like, oh yep, I got two tickets, because like I see everybody like walking in with like one ticket, and they're just like, oh yeah, you're good, yeah, and everything. I'm just like, yeah, I got two tickets, but he didn't even acknowledge that. He just treated me like everybody else, like I wasn't special, bro. I have two tickets, bro. I'm freaking prepared. You're not just gonna freaking. And never mind. Okay. I walk in. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna sit like in the middle. I'm gonna sit in the back. I go sit in the back, and then I see my friend there, and like he's sitting in like an area where there's like a bunch of coons and stuff like that, and they're like being all rowdy. I'm just like, oh gosh. So I just sit there anyway, and we're just like sitting there. We're like hyping up for the test and all that stuff. We see our other friends. They sit near us, and then like, so yeah. And then we're just like talking, and like talking about a bunch of stuff. I don't know, whatever SAT crap, and like the test is about to start, and like freaking after an hour of being there, I got there at 8, and then we started the test at like freaking 8:50. So we start the test, and like, but before we started it, actually, like, the people like who were like, conducting the test and everything, the instructors, or not the instructors, but the what the just the people who watched, let's call them chaperones, I forgot what they're called. And so they're just like telling us all this crap and stuff like that, and like um and like every time like something like good is like said, or anything at all, freaking the whole, like, everybody in the room just like claps. And like, this is taken in the gym, by the way. Everyone just like claps, like, yeah, yeah, like, even though, like, why are you clapping, like, but I joined in anyway. And then so also a bit before the test begins, I also like I had a pencil, and like it was like all like kind of sharpened, not really though at all. And like my friend wanted to use it to sharpen his pencil just a bit more, but I had to sharpen mine first. Then I sharpened it kinda, and then I let him sharpen his pencils. And then I was just like, nah, this isn't good, because my pencil sharpener was messing up all our pencils. So me and him were just like, yo, let's go up to the front and get a handful of pencils. And he's just like, yep. And then we just go right to the front, which is like a freaking mile walk, because there were like so many freaking students. And I just dunk my hand into the freaking uh box full of pencils and stuff, and I just take a huge handful of pencils, and I walk back and I line them all up on my desk and everything. I'm just like, yup, I'm prepared, boy, and everything. And yeah, which actually were then later knocked over. And then there was also gum on my desk that my friend gave me, and then someone stole a piece. And yeah, and yeah, the test actually starts, and then we do all this stuff, and then test, blah blah, and then we start the test, and then what was it, like the some kind of yeah, the reading section. And so it was like section one of the reading, and then it was just whatever, blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about the freaking SAT. And so there was like this break, and then you could like use the bathroom and stuff like that. I went to the bathroom. I didn't want to like use it, but I only went to get like a paper towel. But I had to wait in line still, and like there's like this huge line, and everyone's trying to use the bathroom. I'm like, oh shoot! I just walk in, take the paper towel, and leave. It's freaking like blow my nose and stuff like that, and then I was done. And then we go in, freaking the coons in the back are like saying all this coony crap, and then like they're just like yeah, and like going man, this is SAT man, what the heck man, and all this stupid crap. And then yeah, so the test continues, test, insert test crap, and then yeah, it was cool, whatever. And then yeah, more breaks happen, more clapping happens, all that stuff happens. And then yeah, and like as there were more breaks and everything, there's this one break where or like before the break, I had to like really use the bathroom during the test, and I'm just like, oh man, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like trying to do the test and everything, and I think me having to use the bathroom like really impaired my judgment upon things while I was taking the test. So I think I should. I mean, I should get some compensations. Like I'm the one who needs to use the bathroom. So anyway, I had to use the bathroom, and I had to get there quickly because everyone was running to the bathroom, and I had to freaking wait in this gigantic line again. And then like, it was so horrible. And like, there's this one guy who was like, like using the bathroom and everything, and then like I go to like the urinal next to him, and then like I finish quick before him and everything. He's just like still standing there, like he's having complications or something. It was just really funny. And so yeah, and then whatever I wash my hands, leave the bathroom, freaking crowded exit area, and yeah, and then the end of the test comes. That was it. Like after that, we like they have like this like they're just like, oh yeah, uh, if you want, you can have like a lunch that's in the back because like they gave us lunch for like the end and everything. I was like, might as well get a lunch. They had like these turkey sandwiches or like freaking peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I took a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I don't know, I wanted that more. And some sandwiches with like meat and cheese in them make my stomach hurt. So yeah, and so I was like yeah, and I ate it, and it was all rinky dink and stuff because it was like some generic freaking wrapped up sandwich and all this stuff, and it's just lame. And then I left and with my friend that I found, and which was actually Serene the whole time. Yeah, King Koopa, YouTuber stuff. Um, yeah, and so we just left, and then that was it. I left school, and yeah, it was all good. And I didn't go to track and field practice because I was like, no, I just took the SAT. I'm not gonna go to practice, even though I hadn't gone to practice before that at all until the freaking next day, which I didn't even do anything at. I just sat and watched, or stood and watched actually, and then Saturday is when I actually did something, and now it's Sunday. Okay, thanks. Watch my other videos. Uh, Subscribe if you want to. Bye.
We were on our way to go meet Roman Atwood
And Fousey.
and FouseyTube,
Yeah.
and we were freaking all the way on the other side of the city.